Good morning, children. Let's spend a few minutes learning an enjoyable poem, The Wind by Subramania Bharati. Subramania Bharati is a famous Tamil poet who lived in the pre-independence era, and this lovely poem, originally written in Tamil, was translated into English by A.K. Raman. Now let me start with a reading of the poem. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the book. You brought rain again. You're very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's joint the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. In the first stanza, the poet starts with an appeal, a request to the wind. He implores the wind to come softly, because we all have experienced wind in its different forms. A wind could be soft and soothing. A wind could be heavy and destructive. So the poet requests or addresses the wind, come softly, because if you come rushing in a wild way, you do a lot of destructive activities. The stanza 1 talks about the destruction that a heavy wind can cause. What are the destructive activities mentioned in stanza 1? Breaking the shutters of windows, scattering papers, throwing down books from shelves, and tearing the pages of book, and bringing heavy rain. The poet says, you're very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Yes, the wind can make fun of human beings and all other objects by destroying them, by blowing in a very strong manner. Frail, crumbling houses. The word frail means weak. Look at the word which is repeated. Crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The word crumbling is repeated to show, to enhance the destructive effect that a strong wind could cause, not only on living beings, on living hearts, on non-living objects like houses and rafters. And here the poet says the wind is compared to the wind god winnowing. If you go to a village, you'll be familiar. Your poem, the textbook, has an illustration of women winnowing the grain. While you winnow the grain is separated or sifted from the chaff which is blown away. Similarly, the wind god is winnowing. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. In the final stanza, the poet says, the wind can be made into a friend. If you learn to befriend the wind, you'll be able to cope with it, because The wind makes a fire to burn strongly, but weak things are blown away or destroyed. Here, the wind is symbolic. The wind is symbolic of adversities, challenges, difficulties that could come the way of human beings. If you learn to face these problems with determination, courage, and steadfast faith, no wind can shatter you. The wind may become your friend. That's what the poet says. Build stronger homes. Make your hearts steadfast. Learn to overcome the obstacles in life with determination, with endurance, willpower, and courage. If you make the wind your friend, you can praise him every day. The wind could be a positive effect in your life. Children, whenever we learn a poem, I like to throw light on the figurative expressions, the literary devices used here. Coming to the rhyme scheme, when I examine the lines, we find that there is no particular rhyme scheme. Every line sounds in a different way. So such poems which are written without any particular rhyme scheme, we call them blank verse. Now let me take your attention to the figures of speech used in the poem. Look at line 2 and line 3. Both of them begin with the same word, don't. When two lines in a poem start with the same word, we call it anaphora. Anaphora is a literary device where two words are repeated following one after another in two lines. The next one, as I mentioned while teaching you, look at the word frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The word crumbling has been repeated. So the figurative device used here is repetition. The poet repeats the word crumbling to show the destructive, the negative influence that the wind could have on our lives. But if you are strong to face the winds that come your way, you can emerge successful and the wind may be your friend. So, those who are not able to face challenges in a brave way, they may have to give away. They swerve under the burdens of life, but people who are strong, who have strong minds and bodies, who are physically strong and mentally tough, can face the winds of life. So I hope I have thrown light on this poem written by Subramania Bharati, The Wind. The wind is personified. The next literary device is personification. When we give human qualities to inanimate objects or elements, here the wind is pictured as a god, winnowing people and separating the strong people from the weak ones. So go home, read the poem, enjoy it, and let's all resolve that we'll have steadfast hearts, unwavering faith and determination to face the winds that come across in life's journey. Thank you, children. Meet you again through another lesson.